in the QBO gym, and this is where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Each month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you are looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do an entire month's worth of these all on your own, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. But let's get into today's exercise, which is being pulled from our August Year 1 strength training section where we really focus on tags. At the top here is a little animated video to give you a synopsis of what is going on in Craig's world this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive pre-assessment quiz that relates to the video up above. Below that are the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here is an optional area where after you have gone through all of the exercises in this section, you will unlock some sample marketing posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everyone what you have learned so far. So let's dive into today's exercise where we're going to practice reporting using tags. Go ahead and click on that link to have the exercise pulled up for you. I have it here on the right side of my screen, so let's read through the scenario. Craig is curious about how he did last month in terms of profit and loss on design build services versus landscape maintenance services. He knows he didn't do any snow removal in June, so let's run the reports for Craig. You will need to be in the same session of the sample company that you did the previous exercises in. If you have not completed those yet, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of your screen. That'll take you to the first exercise, complete that one and all the ones after it until you get back to this one. They all build on each other, so it's really important to start with that first one. I have this sample company pulled up here on the left side of my screen. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. Craig previously said that he didn't want his regular profit and loss report affected. By using tags, it hasn't been. However, you can generate a special profit and loss report that is grouped by tags. Now, this report is available in the Reports Center, but it can also be run from the Tags Center, which is what we're going to do now. Now, you're likely still on this main tags screen here, but if in case you have navigated away from it, you would just click on the gear icon and then under List, select Tags. But since we're already here, we're just going to continue on with step number 3 here. So under the tags and tag group section on the far right of the services line, we want to click on run report. So here is that services group line. So go ahead and click on that run report right there. And you will see the report has already been generated for us. Now, Craig only wants to see last month's numbers. So in a real life scenario, you would change the report period. It says to do that, you would click on this drop down here, select the one that you would like for, I would say probably last month. So you would scroll down, find last month, and then run the report. However, for the purpose of this exercise, we're just going to leave everything as is. Now, depending on when you complete the exercise, selecting only last month could leave out some transactions that you've tagged, resulting in different totals, which is why we're just going to leave it as is, which is the default here is this year to date. So we're just going to leave it as is for the purpose of this exercise. But in real life, if Craig had only wanted to see last month, you would click on that down arrow, select last month, and then click on Run Report to refresh this report here. Now you'll notice that you can see the net income for each tag. You see that it's broken up, and then at the very bottom here is that net income, which it looks like he's got considerable amount more for that design build service. Now, in the future, you may want to view which transactions have been tagged. QBO provides this list for you as well. So from the left navigation bar, we're going to go back to that report center by clicking on reports. That's over here. And now we can see all the reports here that QBO provides. We're going to scroll down to the sales and customers section and then click on transaction list by tag group. So here's the business overview, who owes you, sales and customers. We want transaction list by tag group, which is the very last one that is showing here. Now you'll notice that as soon as you do that, there is no data that is appearing here. And that is because this report defaults to this month to date, which you can see here, and no transactions were tagged in the current month. Also, the tag group has not been selected, which is right here. So in the report period field, we're going to click on the down arrow and then select all dates. Now, in a real life scenario, you would select last month. However, depending on when you are completing this exercise, selecting last month could change your totals. So for the sake of this exercise, we're just going to click on all dates. So click that down arrow, select all dates, which is the top one right there. And then in the group by field, we want to click the down arrow and then select services. So click the down arrow here, and then we see services is right there. So click on that and then go ahead and click on run report. And this time you will see the report shows all of the transactions that have been tagged in the services tag group organized by tag name. Now in the list of design build transactions, you can see that you tagged both money in and money out, or money in from customers and money out to vendors, as opposed to the landscape maintenance where you only tagged money in from customers. So when we were looking at those totals here before, it did look like there's a significant more related to the design build. Of course, in the last exercise, we only tagged four transactions for each type of service, but that is how you would do it. That is the process of how you would do it, and that is how you would run the reports using tags. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. We have finished the strength training section and we move on to the cool down section with our next exercise where we practice reconciling the checking and savings accounts. And I will see you in the next video.